The Shogun by Bread Butter is an elongated thermoformed paddle with a unique carbon fiber titanium weave face. And today we're on court to test it out. Let's go putts around. We're out here today. We're testing out this Shogun from Bread Butter, and I want to first say thank you to Braden from Pickleball Effect for letting me test this out. He allowed me to demo it, so big shout out and thank you to Braden from Pickleball Effect. Looking at the design and the looks of the paddle, that's my brother honking there. Looking at the design and the paddle, Bread Butter always does a great job of designing their paddles. It looks sharp. I like the red tint and the carbon fiber titanium face, the pickleball green logo, even down to the butt cap of the paddle itself where it shows the flawless victory logo here, which is really, really cool. In terms of specs, I'm going to splash this up on the screen. You guys can take a look. It is a 16mm elongated paddle. Like I said, it does have the carbon fiber titanium face blend, which is very unique. A couple of things that stand out are going to be the grip size, which is going to be 4 1/4, which is slightly bigger than what I like to use. The swing weight is going to be 122, and the twist weight is going to be 6.2, which I feel like is slightly on the heavier side, and the paddle itself weighs 8.2 ounces, which again is on the heavier side for a paddle. So bigger grip, heavier paddle, more swing weight, less twist weight. So it's gonna be on paper not so forgiving, but what's interesting is that carbon fiber titanium face seems to give it a bit more of a feel than what I would expect from the specs themselves. It feels nice and plush off the face, kind of a in between a raw carbon fiber and a carbon fiber Kevlar blend. So it's like splitting the difference between splitting the difference. So it's not an all-around paddle. I wouldn't classify that. It's a little bit more poppy and powerful than a Kevlar blended paddle with a carbon fiber, but not a true Gen 3 carbon fiber power paddle. So it's unique that we have that little blend there. Moving back, we're gonna try some just blocks hard resets here. I do feel like it has some pop, so it is gonna give you a little bit of help getting back there. It's a great drop. Another great drop. You're crushing with the drops today there. There we go. So even on mishits like that, it still is going to give you a bit more oomph to get back there. Oh, great get. So it's going to have a little bit more power than a blended or even a carbon fiber or a Gen 2, Gen 1 carbon fiber. So really the only thing I feel like is going to have more power is going to be a Gen 3 carbon fiber paddle. Let's try some super drops here. But you can see that's really pretty. You can see it still has that touch. I feel like you can manipulate the ball here a little bit more. Let's do a couple more of those. Ooh, a little long. Oh, that was short. Ooh, a little long. Let's do one more here. So like I said, I feel like it has just a little bit more pop, but you definitely can, if you really concentrate and focus on what you want to do, you can definitely do a drop shot like that. Ground strokes, it does provide, like I said, that ample amount of power that you get that really helps you get the ball back, adds a little extra pop there to really help you drive the ball if you want to. Well, that's short, sorry. Good shot. So yeah, I feel like that's a great shot. I feel like this is a really good ground stroke paddle, you are able to get a little extra power, a little extra oomph on it. And it is interesting because, again, it's that in between a Gen 3 raw carbon fiber and that Kevlar carbon fiber blend. So it sits in there, it's really nice. The other thing I do notice about this paddle is there's not a lot of pickleball dust that comes off with the ball, or I can't see it. One of the two. It might be I just can't see it, but it's very interesting that I don't see any of that on here. Let's do a spin test here real quick. See how that goes. All right, guys, we got the PCKL pickleball to help us with the spin test. And I keep telling you it's hot. I mean, watch this. I mean, just look how much higher that ball bounces. Like it's a hot ball. But let's see how well it does with the spin here. All right, here's the spin numbers. Bing! So you'll see slightly lower, which I was surprised on because I felt like I saw about average spin for the other paddles I've tested, slightly lower. Again, we were talking 100, 200 RPMs, not that big of a difference, but is noticeable in the difference in terms of actual raw data. So is it the wind? Is it the day? Is it the heat? It's tough to know, but it's there. Let's move on to power. All right, here are the power numbers. You can see about average for the blended paddles. I'm not surprised to see that number there. What I am surprised about is that every one of those test drives I had was in. So most of those usually go sailing because I'm hitting as hard as I can, but it's unique that every one of those that I just hit was actually inside the court and a good serve. So I was gonna say the Shogun isn't necessarily the right paddle for me, but if I can serve like that, all right, guys, conclusion on the Shogun by Bread Butter. It is a unique paddle. It feels like a blended control paddle in terms of it has a little softness, but it also seems to have a little pop too. It's a unique situation that I haven't felt in my reviews as of yet. The design of it, always awesome by Bread Butter. It's totally a wonderful, awesome, unique design. I love it. Overall, you can drop it well, you can dink well with it. I feel like for me, I had to concentrate a little bit more with my play in order to be able to do what I want and manipulate the ball as I wish. So probably not necessarily the right paddle for me, but I'm hitting serves in, right? So now it has me guessing or second guessing, be like, I don't know. It's a tough one, but if you're looking for a little bit more pop and power, feeling wise, but you still want to have the softness of a blended carbon fiber titanium face, this might be the paddle for you. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you have tested this out or tested a carbon fiber blended paddle face of some sort. Let me know what you think. It's a unique paddle, definitely something that is unique to the market, and would highly recommend at least going out and give it a try to demo it to see what you think. Go ahead and post those comments down below. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And again, I want to thank Braden from Pickleball Effect for letting me borrow this paddle to do the review. Thanks again, bud, and we'll talk with you guys next time.